Anyways, welcome back to the show. I am your host, Say Nave or Brian, and as always, my co-host. We somehow did it.
Yeah. Hey everybody.
It's the Hidden Sound Pod. We talk anime. Yeah, we are a week late because Christmas.
I got a cold. That was probably the big thing because I was
Oh yeah,
last
you got
Sunday,
a cold.
so I couldn't come over.
Also, I have a leg injury, and then Christmas.
Yeah.
And then because it was an off week, I went to a party last night, and then woke up as soon as you got here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is how the last episode of the year is.
No, so I'm telling you, we thrive in 2025 to chore in 2024.
Yes.
We're back. We're officially back next year. Anyways, as always, comment watch. My favorite comments. This is a set of comments when you posted one of the original episodes about the Rasengan.
Yeah.
And the whole gist of the thing is Naruto just does the same move over and over again, which I totally agree with.
Yeah.
And everyone is so offended. Like it's.
Well, he uses physical combat though. I'm like, all right. I was like, I didn't even read them. I think I read part of a comment. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna talk to these people.
Yeah, I'm not gonna debate with. See, my thing is, this may be a hot take, but my thing is Naruto is all iconography and coolness.
Yeah.
With a decent premise, with kind of bad writing in between.
Yeah.
But
I think that there's some bad writing in there.
But the premise is so good that it kind of pushes away any of the bad writing, at least in the first series. Very prevalent in Shippuden.
Yeah, it's noticeable. Yeah.
Shippuden.
Yeah.
God, people
will die.
People
for
will die
Naruto.
on a hill.
God.
Like, and the thing is, I like it a lot for what it is, and yet people are such fanatics.
You say one wrong thing. No, that's not what it is because blah 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 blah.
Well, you know what's crazy too? The amount of Naruto-based YouTube channels that are still out there.
Yeah,
that I'm guilty of following, and I'm like, the show's over.
Yeah, I know. There's one called like Swag Kage. I've seen it. It's called. He does a lot of like Naruto videos. I forgot how many subscribers that he has, but he does have a following. And just talking about Naruto. I think he might talk about other shows, but just talk about all about Naruto power levels and the lore with all the the powers and stuff. I'm like, dude, I could not do that.
See, I do. What's his name? Daigo Knight. He does like a rewriting of Naruto also. Look,
okay, that one I probably
I have to respect it. He literally has a whole series where he rewrites Naruto, and I was like, all right, I'm kind of here for it. But then the most of his content is like the biggest plot holes of Naruto, and some of it is like the biggest. I don't know. Who's the best Kage? Who would defeat who?
Yeah. I think I might have seen him. Yeah, couldn't Jiraiya beat Itachi or something like that?
For those on the audio, Brad.
I had somewhere.
Was that Sarah's hair?
Yeah.
Brad.
That probably was Sarah's hair or something.
He had hair on his face. But anyway, so I thought that was funny. Listen, Naruto fans, look. I like the show. I give it a hard time, but the Rasengan, I just feel like
it's a little overblown. Like we didn't need that. We didn't need that. I was cool up until like the when Rasen Shuriken. That was cool. After that, I was like, all right,
yeah,
exactly. I was like, all right, we doing another one.
The Rasengan, the Rasen Shuriken, was super cool.
Yeah,
that's when he fought. The guy with the faces on his chest.
Yeah, we had like all those different lives and stuff.
Yeah,
like
that was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
From there, he needed a new win technique. He could have picked. He could have did anything. Some tornado thing. You could have did I don't know, just anything with a win.
Yeah, it was like that. Like then Sage Mode was like, oh, this is the ultimate Sage Mode. We have another form to do now with the. It's like
Sage Mode should have came default with like a frog move. Right.
Yeah.
You know that like I don't know. Well, he had the summons, but he could have done something else.
Yeah, it's like I got to fight like Jiraiya and then like never really do that again for the most part. Now you got to be the super nine-tailed person.
Yeah.
So
and he still lost in Sage Mode, which is kind of funny.
He's kind of.
Anyways, all right, on to the news. We have is it no dystopian?
No, the Sony Exec one.
Oh, that's okay. So First bit, Sony Execs dismiss anime as kids' cartoons and breaking new Crunchyroll report. So we talked last week that Sony owns Crunchyroll, and it seems clear that Sony Execs don't understand anime, which is interesting.
Yes,
like the kids' cartoon means that they really missed the mark. Because one of my biggest talking points is, I don't want to say most, but like a large swath of anime is targeted for adults. They're adult stories just in cartoon form. So
so this is from CBR, but they're getting this report actually came from Bloomberg, but it's revealed the experiences of 18 current and former Crunchyroll employees, revealing rare insight into the company's operations. Notably, those employees expressed concerns over Crunchyroll's modern direction, citing impractical growth targets, layoffs, and reduced morale following Sony's takeover, which resulted in the merger of Crunchyroll and Sony-owned Funimation. Corporations. But they mentioned something here later in this article, like, oh, they don't want to hire like fans of like anime or fans of cartoons and stuff like that, which is like what you don't want to hear with the whole Katakawa thing happening and then Sony already owning Crunchyroll, because you want fans so you can have a better product, but it seems like they want to go in a different direction than what anime has been the past few years.
Wow.
So, not thrilled about this.
Corporations, go corporations. I almost forgot the biggest news of the week.
Oh, the viral thing.
Brad went viral. Y'all.
Oh yeah,
Brad went viral. Brad hit $1 million. Brad is rich.
If it was YouTube, maybe.
Actually, yes. So if you go to Brad's solo TikTok channel, he has a new video on TikTok where it went up, 1.3 million views.
Yes, at 1.3 million views.
And it was about all the drone. For those who are not in America who watch, we have a bunch of weird drone sightings in the Northeast of America, and Brad's TikTok, and I'll link to it, kind of comments on that pretty comically. And yeah, I was like, 1 million.
Yeah, so basically,
Jenna Jameson, adult film star of the aughts, even did a stitch to it. I was like, "What is this?"
So basically, I was like, I wasn't feeling well. I had a cold, as I said earlier, and so I was just at home, just sitting there. I was like, I'll just make this funny thing about the drones, because I live in New Jersey, so of course the first drones were seen in Jersey, like right after Thanksgiving. Yep. So I just made that little TikTok, blah 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 blah, and then like it was getting some traction that Saturday. And then it was around like Sunday night when it was like I left my phone for like 10 minutes and I came back 99 plus notifications.
Like, what have I done?
I was like, ah! So like it was like a 3-day period where if I left my phone for like 10 minutes, 99 plus notifications.
That is,
it was insane. I was like,
You turn them off, the notifications off?
No, I didn't. So I'll just leave my phone, like just do something else, just to test it, and I come back 99 plus notifications. I got like 5,000 new followers off that video by itself.
That's awesome.
Because I had like maybe like 5,000. I had like maybe around 2,000 followers, and then I got like now I'm like at 6,000 or something. So I got like 4,000, 5,000 followers off that video by itself. And then I didn't know about the Jenna Jameson thing. But my girlfriend Sarah, her friend Deanna was like, "Has Brad checked his like sounds? Because when you check the sound, you can see who else uses it." And I was kind of scrolling through it, but I wasn't checking, so I didn't see like a blue check mark.
Yeah.
So like Jenna Jameson doesn't have a blue check mark. She's like, Jenna Jameson is using his sound. I was like, wait, what?
That's super cool. So yeah, if you haven't checked it, you got go to Brad's Brad's Voice?
Yeah, Brad's.voice on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah, that's wild.
It was wild, yeah.
Dude, it's incredible. My TikTok sucks.
It's a weird app.
You guys know I'm a musician, and so it's not great for musicians for the kind of content I put out. But Instagram is a lot better. But yeah, that's wild. I'd have been freaking out the entire time.
Yeah, I was like, what is happening?
But anyways, all right. Second bit of news. That's the most important news. It was next bit of news. So I think this might be the most popular news of the week. So Lord of the Rings: War of the Rohirrim.
I think it's Rohirrim or Rohirrim. Yeah,
they had a really disappointing box office opening. It is the worst Lord of the Rings, I guess, debut film. Obviously, from my understanding, this was a play to keep. It was a play for Warner to keep the rights to make Lord of the Ring movies. That's the only reason why this film exists. And it's apparently really bad. So reading from the article, Warner's Lord of the Rings War of the Rohirrim anime has disappointing box office, and it sets a new record for the franchise as the lowest grossing Peter Jackson produced film in the Lord of the Rings series. It came out December 13th, and it had only made $4.6 million. Oh my God! Yeah. They had a budget of $30 million. That is bad. And yeah, I think this was only so that they can keep the rights to the movie. Nothing more.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it, have you?
No, it has been pulled out of theaters already.
Yeah, here we go.
After 2 weeks.
While it looks on track to end as the lowest grossing Peter Jackson produced film, The Hollywood Reporter revealed in 2023 that the film was fast-tracked to ensure that Warner Brothers New Line Cinema didn't lose the film adaptation rights for Tolkien novels. A loss, therefore, becomes more acceptable if its two upcoming live-action films are a big success. So yeah, it was a complete play to keep the rights, which, I mean, come on.
Understandable, but you want it to be good, though. Like, God. Like, it did so bad. It didn't come close to dethroning Kraven the Hunter. And you know how bad that movie was.
Jeez.
You know, and that's, you know, it's one of those Spider-Man live-action spin-off movies by Sony. But yeah, that's how bad it is. I was like, how do you so bad that you could not do better than Kraven?
There's a number of films like that. I know Fantastic Four did that. They back in the 90s, they made a really bad movie.
Yeah.
They did all the work, and it's just a really crap movie. And they just did it in order to keep the rights for Fantastic Four, which, as we all know, their movie sucked, right? You know, I mean, hopefully the new Marvel one will be good, but every one prior to that has been awful. But they, you know, they do it to keep the rights, not for any kind of artistic vision. You know, like if you're gonna do this, the next movie better be
if you're willing to just like, it's like you're tanking. Like if you're like a professional team, if you just tank the season so you get the number one pick, it's like you better be tanking for a reason.
Yeah,
you know, you can't just be this. Oh, let's just crap out this movie and everything's gonna be fine. It's like you better hope it's fine.
I feel like it should be illegal to do that because, right? Like, it's wasting money. Like, just wait. That $30 million could have saved a bunch of homeless folk.
It's like, we'll just, you know, crap out a movie real quick. I'm like, it better be like, whatever you're about to do, it better be great.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like that. Like, what are you doing?
Anyways, don't watch it.
No.
Make him suffer.
Yes.
Anyways, next is Dandadan, or Dandadan. It's already been greenlit for season 2. In July 2025.
I think I didn't see all the trailer for it, but they did have a preview of it at the end of the final episode of the season, I think.
They did?
Yeah, I think so. It's on YouTube, honestly. But
I have thoughts.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
Yes.
Number one, One Piece announces new collaboration with the Los Angeles Lakers. I was just like, okay.
Yes.
I'm not. You're a sportsman. How do you feel about this?
Hey, man, if LeBron James is still playing... Well, okay, this is going to be in February.
Is there any kind of brand crossover appeal here? I don't even know.
No. The only crossover thing is like One Piece, the greatest, possibly one of the greatest animes ever.
Let's calm down.
And the Los Angeles Lakers, probably the best NBA brand, or like one of the best like professional sports franchises in the world. So that's the only crossover I can see. Now, being in Los Angeles, since there's a lot of other things to do, I don't know if it'll hit in Los Angeles, because there's a lot of things to do in Los Angeles. Like, hey, let's get all the anime guys over, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I guess if it had to work somewhere, it would probably be...
If you go like to Oklahoma City or something like that, like a smaller city, it might work. I don't know how this could play.
Wouldn't it work better in San Francisco? There's no basketball team in San Francisco.
Well, the Golden State Warriors kind of... co-opt like the Bay Area a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it might be them.
Oh,
But
yeah, that's right. Duh. Because I feel like you have Comic-Con in the Bay, right? So
okay, yeah, that might work better. They could probably
like,
work better with the Warriors.
yeah, I just feel like, yeah, maybe it'll work. This is your favorite anime, Red.
Yeah, because I think one reason why they're doing it is the Los Angeles Rams, they had a One Piece thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then the MLB, the Texas Rangers, they had a My Hero Academia night in September. I gotta find those images. I want to see how that went. So what was this?
You might be the
See,
the
this
only,
is more. You know why? This is more of a baseball thing, because baseball, well, definitely minor league, but some major leagues they have like different. There's so many games, so they have to have a lot of promotional nights and stuff. So I feel like this is more. I think this could be more of a baseball thing than a basketball, and definitely not an NFL thing.
Yeah, but definitely an NFL thing. I don't imagine anime watchers and like,
because I imagine the people who would make fun of anime fans would be at these.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
What's this cartoon on my screen?
You might be the only person that I know this into like college football and
Yeah.
and into anime, right? I feel like there's no crossover.
Now it might be changing now since there's more anime fans now.
Maybe I'm
but
good, yeah.
I feel like this kind of thing would be fit with baseball since they have more promotional night things. But I'm interesting to see how it will be with the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm saying, Luffy with a Lakers jersey on.
What?
In the art. Because the Lakers
Boo. I will forever hate this show until I catch up. Wait,
I just want to see LeBron with the pirate hat on. That's all I want to see.
You'll never see them.
Luffy.
Oh my god. Is he? Oh god.
Come instead of LeBron, Luffy.
Oh my god. Not Lil. Oh my god.
That's the LeBron James jokes. If you're a
Boo.
Le Goat. If it's like LeBron's cooking, they'll call him Le Chef.
Oh my god. God, people in sports. You know what? I'm still scarred from having to hide the fact that I like anime and Final Fantasy video games from like the early.
Oh yeah.
So for me, being jaded and an old man, I'm like, surely people don't watch anime, watch sports, but I'm like, oh yeah, maybe they do.
It is changing a little bit.
Why is he a shirt? I'm gonna hate this so much. I'm gonna hate this.
That is kind of funny.
Oh my god, game night collab. Like, what do you do? Like, what do you do in the game night?
I just don't know how that's gonna go in Los Angeles with the Lakers.
You know what?
It is bold. I'll give him that.
I would pay good money to see LeBron and a Luffy in a straw hat.
Yeah.
Talking the basketball. I would pay good money.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty funny.
That actually work.
You know, like, oh my god, okay. You know what? If you had LeBron in cosplay, fine. I'd be here for it. Okay, no, I'm here for it. But they got to do it. They don't do it. Then what's the point?
Somebody in the market.
You have to get the players in on it. If they're not in on it, then what's the point?
Somebody in the market department has to at least ask LeBron, just wear this outfit.
Wear this hat. What is this for? Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
You're gonna walk out, and they're gonna love you for it, and you're gonna walk out. You're gonna take a picture. You're gonna go home.
Oh my god.
I added this last bit of news because I think you watched. You remember more of Yu-Gi-Oh than I do.
Yeah.
But they announced a new series, a short series, that's focused on stories within the cards. I have no idea what this means. I figured you would.
And probably the monster cards, they might have their own like lore to them, like the Dark Magician. I'm guessing. I haven't even read the article yet. Like the Dark Magician may have like its own story or something like that, and they may have a little thing.
I added it because I didn't realize how big the Yu-Gi-Oh fandom was until I posted something about it like 6 months ago. So you out there, what are the stories within the cards? Wait, what does that even mean, guys? Let me know in the comments. But
there's still like Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. I saw somebody on TikTok talk about like him trying to compete in Yu-Gi-Oh. And he said, "I thought I was good, but he's like, I lost, and I haven't even made a move yet." Like that's how serious that they play.
Yeah, that's crazy. Cool. All right, on to the main topic, Dandadan. So I'll read the synopsis from ChatGPT. But so it is a supernatural action comedy manga series that was written by Yukinobu Tatsu, and the story follows Momo Ayase, and Okarun, and the entire series is about them trying to get Okarun's balls back. That's the entire series. How? Because the granny who gives Okarun his powers takes his shaft and balls. And I would argue it's pretty fun. The first.
I was definitely enjoying the first 7 episodes. I think the episode with Ira with her mom, that was episode 7. So I loved the first 7 episodes.
Yeah, no, the first 7 episodes. All right, let's start from the beginning here.
All right, hold on.
The theme song.
I want to get to a couple other credits real quick. So the animation studio that did this is called Science Saru. So they have credits on. They produced Devilman Crybaby. And they are credited on a series called Space Dandy. I think they're like a subcontractor. And Space Dandy, the director of that, directed Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo. So that's Science Saru. And the anime screenwriter for this is Hiroshi. I think you said Hiroshi Seko. His credits are he's the anime screenwriter for Attack on Titan, Mob Psycho 100, Vinland Saga, JJK, and Chainsaw Man. So he basically collaborates frequently with Wit Studio and Mappa.
Of course. Mappa. I mean, so they're in every, I'm like, Mappa, slow down, Mappa.
Yeah. So this screenwriter is really, he's been in a lot of titles. So he did a really good job with this show. But the theme song. The anime theme song of the year. By a large. First, I'm happy that we agree on this.
Yeah,
finally. By far. Yeah.
Anime intro song of the year is the intro to Dandadan. It is incredible. And the animation is incredible. Even the rapping is it's so quick, but it seems effortless. And I remember when I first heard it, I was like, this is gonna be really bad. And I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, then they got turned around quick. I was like, okay, this is really good.
Yeah, but
I was like, what's?
And guess what? I only skipped the intro 6 times.
Oh, I watched it.
I watched it almost every time. Like I have just played it on my own. I'm about to put it on I have like a playlist of my favorite songs.
It's on my gym playlist now.
Yeah,
it's on my gym playlist.
I have a list. It's called Everything.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm throwing it in there. Basically it's all types of genres, but this is
that without a doubt the anime
by a mile.
By a mile. Because that took off fast. Like people love that song.
You have a video I like on your TikTok page, and it's exactly how I feel when I watch it.
Oh yeah, so I forgot what I said.
The way you had it set up was you hit the song, you hit play, and you just that's exactly how I feel whenever I watch it. No, if you haven't heard this song, this show is already at least a 7 out of 10 from the song alone. Before you even look at the plot,
before you even get to the show,
I'm like, the show started, and I said, no matter what happens, at worst, 7 out of 10. I will sit there and watch this intro every single time. It was so hand clap to the who wrote that song?
It's called Creepy. The group is called like Creepy Nuts or something like that.
Yeah, that's right.
Creepy Nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say creepy pasta. I was like, that's not right. But yeah, so the theme song is fantastic.
Yeah.
To your first point,
You're good.
To your first point, the first 7 episodes, a lot of fun, with the high watermark being the episode where they meet the girl who actually finds one of Okarun's balls. Once again, Okarun's balls give people the ability to see spirits. What's that girl's name?
I think it's Ira.
Ira, right? The ghost, or the spirit rather, that they find is actually her mother.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they go basically an entire backstory of her mom. It is the saddest thing.
Yeah, it is so.
I don't know.
Like, what?
For such an irreverent show a perverted show, a silly show, this might have been one of the most emotional episodes.
Yeah.
Maybe because I have kids.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I was so sad.
I was like, where did this come from? I was like, what?
It is one of the best anime episodes of the year. Like, I think just... it was really honestly... Good. When you think about it, it doesn't make a lot of sense, the episode. Because, like, when the mom, like, died, who took her to the funeral? I thought that she got kidnapped. That wasn't her dad, was it?
I thought that was her dad.
Yeah. Some people stole her. Where was the dad to begin with?
Oh.
Like, I was like, I remember being so sad. And I said, wait a second. How did it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The episode... Don't even think about it. The episode is so good.
The episode is really good.
What was it, episode?
I think it was episode 7.
6 or 7. 6 or 7.
Because I remember after that, the show was still good, but not as good as the first 7.
It took a nosedive.
And I think, I want to say, like, my opinion on this is this. I kind of like with Momo and Okarun, they were just being friends.
Yeah.
Because it was just like Okarun needed friends, and then... You know, she was like with other guys, but like didn't like him. But we like these weird things, and it's like,
yep.
We
and
just
the grandma,
and the grandma.
Grandma's fantastic.
Because after that first like big mission that they had, I remember it was like episode 7, or episode 5. It was like I kind of like how they try to reestablish the friendship a little bit.
Yep.
Because it seemed like they didn't want to be friends anymore, but they actually did and stuff like that.
Yep.
And they still wanted to hang out and stuff. I thought that was really good.
Yep.
I think I didn't like when the romantic part came in. And I think that's where
between the two of them.
Yeah, it was like, he was like, I actually like Momo and whatever, and then Gigi comes into the picture.
That's who I hate.
I like Gigi. At times, I don't like how they're using him. I think he's kind of funny, but like he definitely threw a wrench into the whole dynamic a little bit.
See, I was riding with it. I liked the whole meet cute. I really liked that they were actually getting closer.
Yeah,
I hate Gigi. I what was it, episode 8 he came in?
Yeah. And
I pretty much tuned out the entire way from him starting. And to make it even worse, the science mannequin.
Oh, yeah.
Where the guy's running naked.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Like between those two, it became... They seemed to come out of nowhere. Gigi, I understood why he was there. He was just far sillier. Like I didn't need anything else to be silly. You know how in Demon Slayer,
oh yeah,
you don't like the two yelling characters.
Yeah.
I feel like Gigi coming in was like adding a second silly character that we just didn't need. When they prepped him to be this high school heartthrob, which I thought was really cool, and then they made him really silly.
Yeah, because like it just felt like, we're adding another party member to the group. Yeah. You know, it's like with Ira, it was like she was kind of already at the school and she was kind of mean for a second, and then it's like, okay, it was a more natural addition to the team.
Right. You can't have two dumb. You can't have Ira and Gigi. They're both stupid. I can't have two nonsensical. Ooh, I'm goofy. I'm a goofy character kind of person. And
with that science, I was starting to check out a little bit. I was like, all right, with the naked dude, right? I was starting to check out just a little. I was like, all right, like what are we doing?
Maybe there's some greater plot point, but that really took a nosedive. Because to me, this show was almost as fun to watch as Kaiju number 8.
Yeah.
Surpassed it with that episode with Ira's mom, and then just tanked. I don't know why. Maybe the science mannequin guy has something to do with the greater plot.
Yeah, I don't know if they're just it definitely seemed like they were operating like, okay, we're definitely coming back.
It felt like a filler episode.
Yeah, because I was like, this can't be the end of the season. It definitely felt like, we're going to be coming back next week, but it's not. They're not coming back until July.
Yeah, the ending, the episode 12 just kind of fell off on the cliff.
Yeah, and it's like
there was no hook.
I know you're coming back, in the sometime in 2025, but let's have a little more urgency and get people a little more excited about what's going to be coming. Maybe manga readers might be more excited.
They're more. There's probably some greater point. Basically, it made me go, oh, maybe I should have watched this as we should have covered it in the springtime when they hit 24 episodes, because episode 12 like it just kind of stops and nothing happened really.
Yeah.
The reason why I said the mannequin episode felt like a filler because they are chasing him because they think he has one of Okarun's balls.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh no, just kidding, it was never there. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe it was just a weird filler. I'm okay with that. We can deal with one filler in 12 episodes, fine, right? And then they bring him back.
Yeah. I was like, what are you doing?
They bring him back.
I was just like, all right.
Why are you bringing him back? He's a dumb character. And what was it? She had to watch his girlfriend, who's a mannequin that can't move. It's just so dumb.
Yeah, it got a little too silly and too stupid at the end. And I was like, all right, guys, like one episode was fine.
Fine.
Like, let's kind of look forward here a little bit.
Yeah, my favorite, the first 7 episodes. The grandmother, hilarious. I think she's really good. The show does, once again, does the one thing that I can't tolerate in anime, which is
make them all in high school.
Yeah, like they're in high school, and they're half of the gags, half of the things revolve around naked kids. Oh no! Don't come in the comments and tell me, oh, they're 16. I don't care. I do not care.
Please don't drop state laws or something.
Right. Like don't quote the Japanese
or laws in other countries.
Oh, in Japan, the illegal age of consent. I don't care if the age has a 1 in front of it.
No, that's a big no.
Like to me, this could have been 21-year-olds. Right?
Yeah, it should have been.
And the kids could be at home with their parents still, and you can still grab his balls and oh, she's naked. The episode 1, the aliens basically strip Momo down naked. And
I was like,
oh, what are we doing here, guys? Like, it's like.
Yeah, it was gross.
You know,
it was gross.
Like, what are we doing here? They could be 21. It's fine.
Yeah.
You could write. They could still. They can be in college. They can have a group of friends. You know, all these things happen in your 20s. For those of you guys who are not in your 30s or in your 20s, all these things happen still.
They still exist.
They still exist.
They don't disappear.
You really don't have to do this. Like, you don't have to make them 16. I don't understand. I mean, for me, make them 18. It's still creepy, but at least we're a couple years. We're into adulthood, kind of, right? But anyways, it's weird. Yeah, they're gonna be, oh, but the legal age of consent. I don't care. Stop it. I don't care what the legal age of consent is in Japan. Make them 21. But the artwork is really good. It reminded me of Kill la Kill. I almost thought the people behind Kill la Kill were the people behind.
I can see your point there.
Some of the art style, it seems very inspired from Kill la Kill. Yeah, it was, it was fun. The first 7 episodes are really good. I hope something gets turned around in season 2 because it didn't completely crash out, but it wasn't as the last 4 episodes.
Yeah, I thought the last 4 episodes were kind of like okay, let's what are we doing? I feel like for the end of the season, I kind of wish they it was a little more urgency near the end. Even though like at the end of the episode, the final episode, it was something like something's about to happen a little bit.
Oh, but, the freaking slippery fish episode was done, like the whole when they were underwater.
In the school or whatever.
And then they did.
That was
the school's under. So there was an episode where the school's underwater, and they did a thing that I just don't. I normally don't like in any animated series. They're watching a TV and they're showing like
the real. Oh, I forgot.
I was like,
is that a real shrimp?
A real life shrimp. So in the school, right, they're in a science class and they're studying shrimp or something, and they show a real life, like not animated shrimp in the show.
Very much like SpongeBob.
It was very SpongeBob.
It was very much like SpongeBob.
Which is the only show
that can get away with
it. It was kind of funny. I was watching it and just going,
I'm like, is that a real? Just out of nowhere, I was like, what, is that a real shrimp?
Because then they animated the shrimp like 5 minutes later. I was like, what are you doing? I hated that so much.
Yeah, I wonder why they did that. I hated
that so much.
That was really random.
If you're gonna come in with do not animate the shrimp 5 minutes later. Oh, I was so mad. I was so
I
mad.
totally forgot about that. I was like, why is there a
That's
real
why I wrote
shrimp?
it. I wrote it. Like, I was so like the first 7 episodes were so good. They were so good.
Then it got a little goofy.
So stupid the last 4. Yeah, that's Dandadan for you guys. Like my review in a nutshell. Really good the first 5 or 6 episodes. Amazing when they bring Ira in for the that in the backstory of the mom. Nonsense the last 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Absolutely just complete nonsense. Like,
Oh man, I forgot.
then
About
the alien who is fighting for the aliens because he needs to make money for his for his kid. What are we talking about here, man? Like, what are we doing? And then the currency, the money that he needs, the currency is milk.
Oh yeah.
It's so bad. Complete nonsense.
And he just, I imagine we'll probably see him again, but he just leaves and goes into this. I'm like, okay. It's like,
Hold on a second. I was like, wait.
yeah, that was a random thing.
He needed money for his kid's surgery.
So I had to work with the aliens. These evil aliens, whatever.
I don't know how we're doing so good. And then someone said, yeah, this was
let's add a real shrimp. Let's add this random alien. And now the series is not done. Maybe it'll all work out, in the next season. But it was a little strange with all these little things happening. I was like,
it was a bad 3-episode run. It was
it wasn't good. I didn't like those episodes. I was definitely mentally. I was like, all right, like when they brought in the naked dude, I was like, what? I was fine with the fish or the shrimp or whatever with the being under. I was like, all right, I'll live with that. But then we got to the last 2 episodes. I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I said,
what are we doing?
Yeah, I went from okay, whatever to they're chasing a naked mannequin, and then they're in a dump, and he's trying to make love with another mannequin. This is dumb.
Yeah, it was. I'm like what? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, am I missing something?
I
feel like I'm missing something.
Well, I'm sure the comment section will gladly let us know.
You've done it on it. It's stupid. It's so stupid.
Just wait, bro. Wait.
Look, I will give you guys the first 7. An amazing first 7 episodes.
Yeah, they were.
The
really
last
good.
4 are some of the dumbest things I've watched all year. It's absolutely horrendous. Like, I'm talking, dare I say it, suicide isekai dumb. Like, it was really dumb. Like, what are we doing here?
I don't know how I feel about the romance part of it. I really don't. I kind of just like them being Momo and Okarun just being friends. I feel like it worked better when they were doing that. And then when Ira comes in, like, oh, I want to be with Okarun, and then Gigi.
See,
I don't know how. I mean, I don't know how. Maybe I don't know if it's other characters coming in with it, but like, it just wasn't hitting with me.
I feel like when Ira was there, I think Gigi coming in really messes it up.
Yeah,
because it makes them too
makes
desperate.
Yeah,
because there was a point when they were, which I really liked, when they both realized that they liked each other and they were trying to find each other at lunch and they couldn't find. And I was like, oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I thought I liked that. Yeah,
and so to me, I liked that. Ira threw a little bit of a wrench, and I said, okay. Yeah. I think Gigi just made Okarun a hair too desperate, which makes it kind of annoying.
That's right. Yeah, I think
that's
kind
of annoying.
Yeah,
but I do agree. It was a lot. It got a little out of hand. It's weird. And then even with the last episode, now we're forced to hang with Gigi because the grandma can't do anything outside of her little zone of influence.
I can't be there. I was like, why?
I was like, why can't you? Because I think she's funny. And
I think she's great. She's a great character.
Because I didn't even mind the setup of why he needed to be there and why they needed to go. I'm cool with the rules. Like, okay, she can't go, so we need you, Momo, to go help. I just hate him.
Yeah, you can't have too much of him. I think they just kind of forced him down everybody's throat.
I have a note here that says I don't quite understand the mechanics of the.
The only thing I understood, I guess, when they got out Turbo Granny out of Okarun, for whatever reason, I forgot he was able to keep her powers but get her out of there.
Yeah.
From what they were doing or whatever. But that's all I can possibly think of.
Yeah, I don't think this story. You're meant to kind of dive too deep into like in JJK, they spend so much time going.
Yeah.
But look, if you have the Power Stone, and you're like,
I'm like,
and you basically have to write out they have an entire system mapped out, and so they want you to take their system seriously,
right?
Which I'd argue they really don't because they just. But anyways, this I don't think you're supposed to take that seriously, but when the last 4 episodes came in, and I got bored, and I started thinking about the mechanics. And
yeah, it was like I wasn't really kind of getting it really. All I understood was like, okay, Turbo Gurney got taken out of his body, but her power he still kept the powers though, or whatever. Like, all right, cool, I can live with that for a while.
Yeah. It's like okay, fine. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like. I wish Momo had a more like a transforming power. Maybe she'll get one later on. Because she got her power from the aliens, or maybe it awakened her powers or something. Or,
I think it was something like that.
I think it more awakened her spiritual energy power versus, but Okarun and Ira are actually using powers of the spirits. So maybe that's what it is. But
yeah, I know there's something that it woke in her power, but she didn't really know how to use it yet. Really,
yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
I'm fine with it. I don't care that part. My biggest issue was the drop. Anyways.
Yeah.
Anything else, Brad?
Well, I do have, not with the series, but since this is the last episode of the year, so my question is: out of all the series that we've seen that have come out this year and movies, which one was the best? We go through the shows. So we saw Kaiju number 8, Solo Leveling, Dandadan, Arcane, Boy in the Nap Time because it was kind of slow, Frieren, Boy and the Heron, Frieren, Beyond Everybody Else, Dumbass Demon Slayer, Broku Maki, Suicide Isekai, Wasted My Life Watching This, and Rick and Morty, The Abomination.
I know what the worst one is.
So we know. I think we know what the best 2 are.
Yeah.
So which is the better out of those 2? And then what is the third best show that we watched?
Okay, Arcane is complete. I'd have to say Arcane, only because it's complete, and Free Run is still going.
Yeah.
And not really anime, so maybe I'll go into Astro.
These are the shows that came out this year that we watched for the podcast.
Right.
So okay, all right.
But Free Run, if you count just anime.
Yeah.
The third one. What's the list again? Hold on.
Sorry, I added my jokes at that.
Wait, what's Broken? Oh. Oh my god, I forgot. Not dumb slap. It was my Kaiju, right? Number 3.
When I was at episode 7, I would have said Dandadan.
Yeah, I would have said Dandadan too. But like,
I'm like, wow, there's a lot of these out down here.
The worst is Rick and Morty by a mile.
Yeah,
the worst,
Rick and Morty.
Show of the year is Rick and Morty.
Yeah. It's got to be Kaiju number 8.
Why do you watch so many bad shows?
I was like, there's a lot of bad.
We only watched 2 good shows. That's serious. We only watched
because I think we went from Suicide Squad to, I think we went right to Rick and Morty after that. I think.
Oh man, what a
because we had to watch Fullmetal Alchemist right after. It's like, okay, we gotta watch something a lot better.
Oh, so it came out this year.
That came out this year.
We watched so many bad shows. Okay, we watched Full Metal. We watched.
We watched. I'm just since
Spirited Away, but that didn't come out. We watched the
and Boy and the Heron came out this year.
And the
I think.
I have to watch Boy and the Heron again. I was falling asleep during it, but I would say 3 would be. It should have been Dandadan.
Yeah, it should. Yeah. I wish it was like Solo Leveling had a great first episode.
It did.
I totally forgot how great the first episode was when he was weak.
Yep.
And then when he got strong, I was like, all right.
God, yeah, I really enjoyed that.
It had a great start.
It had a great start, yeah.
But it'll probably have to be Kaiju number 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna pick up Dandadan, and I know the trend is going from the serial releases for animes to just seasonal, which is 12 episode seasons.
Right.
I prefer we make 24 and like just make your 24 episodes.
Yeah.
And then press pause because like I feel like there's more
12 can be a little quick at times.
Because even solo leveling, it felt like something was off. It felt like something was off with because it was so short.
Yeah.
The only anime recently that I think did 12 really well was Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
That just had 12.
Even with Chainsaw Man, a tad rushing near the end.
100%.
Just a tad.
Yeah, it was a bit rushed toward the end, and I wish they would just give him 45.
Yeah.
They probably do it because of money reasons.
Yeah, money, budget, and all that stuff.
So I think we're in agreement. Best song.
So you said Arcane number 1, or you're not counting Arcane?
I don't know if we can count Arcane
because Arcane is done. Yeah,
but okay, it's not an anime.
Yeah,
but
so if you take out Arcane, it's definitely gonna be Free Run number 1.
Yeah, Free Run. Because my thing is, bro, how soon you forget Game of Thrones?
Oh, how it just fell. I always talk about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but it's like imagine that if Free Run is Game of Thrones. And then the next season, it just tanks, right? I can't even go back to Game of Thrones.
It's hard to watch.
It's hard to watch again. You know how bad it falls. I can't even recommend it to people. I know how bad it falls.
Yeah,
like just enjoy the ride. No, I want a destination. And so season 1 of Free Run is so amazing.
Yeah.
But Arcane is finished, and it was amazing the entire. I stand by that. Even if it wasn't finished, the fact that like all the characters had even screen time, nothing felt wasted.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Free Run's a close second right now, but it has to be finished though.
Yeah.
Same for you, both.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, definitely. Kaiju is number 3. So because it's hard to judge because Arcane is already done.
Yep.
But I'll probably put Free Run number 1,
and then Arcane.
I don't know. Maybe Arcane. No, Arcane number 1, Free Run number 2, Kaiju 8 number 3, and then who's? Oh God, it might have to be Solo. Not Dandadan 4. No,
Dandadan for me was definitely 4. It just fell off.
Yeah. And all those dumb shows.
Oh, Devilman and Crybaby didn't come out this year, right?
No.
Okay. That was pretty good. I would have made that number 3 if it came out this year.
Yeah.
Best theme song?
Dandadan, yeah. Yes.
All right, so next week is going to be...
Is the Naruto either ranking or tiering?
We're going to get so much hate, Brad. So much
Speaking of Naruto and people commenting on...
We're going to get so much hate. Anyways.
Oh, God.
Like and subscribe.
All right,
this is the Hidden Sound Pod. So next we'll... And hopefully some set changes soon.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right.
All right.
Deuces, y'all.
See ya.